Well, praise the Most High today, family. Praise the Most High Yahuwah today. The Most High Elohim, Yahuwah Sabaoth, the captain of heavens and earthly armies. He's the captain. He's also the creator of the heavens and earth. Hallelujah. And we respect him today, family. As the text says, fear the Most High, flee from evil. And that's what we're doing. And I just saw an example of how I personally have fled from evil. Somebody out here on the table got buds all over the table. I'm not going to touch them. I just blew them off. A couple of them. I blew off one that's sitting right there. Nice little size bud. One that you could probably roll up and get you a joint out of. Like I say, you can. I can't. And I seen in the past I would have jumped on the opportunity. Because as I used to say, I love getting high. But the Most High was laughing in the background. He said, oh, really now? And he's taking that desire away. And I was also noticing last evening how it's been quite often the last few months. I will wake up from a dream where a woman was presenting herself to me, to say the least. But I got right up to the point, and I thought about the Most High and said, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I mean, I got right to the point, if you know what I mean. Not trying to be nasty, but it's the truth. But even in my dream, I'm fleeing wickedness. Saying, no, I love my Father more. And also I love myself more than to put myself back in a position which will cause me harm. And I know if I'm with someone that's not given to me by my Father, they're only going to cause me harm for a hot second of pleasure. Sad but true, and most of us go through that every single day and fail. But I thank the Most High that he got me out of that cycle of failure. Just like my pop told me last evening, he said, Bob, I'm sure glad you found the right way. I'm like, I am too, Pop. I sure am. I sure am. But let's get to this idea, and hopefully some of our puppet leaders will find the right way, huh? Yes, indeed. I hope everyone is well today. And like myself, you're able to get out and enjoy this day. Getting in some fresh air, some sunshine, and the Most High willing, some good exercise. Pardon me, family, we had to change the title. And as it was transferred over from my phone to my tablet, I didn't change the title. Hallelujah. And it's called When You Get What You Ask For, But It's Not What You Want. When you get what you ask for, but it's not what you want. Uh-oh. And our secondary idea is called The Puppet Leaders of Africa Must Be Ousted. No, we said the puppet leaders of Africa must now be ousted. Now be ousted. They gotta go. They gots to go. And when the Most High presented this idea to me, family, he had just presented another idea to me that I went back and saw that one of my ox had already presented or was presenting it that day after I presented mine. And then when I looked at this one, I saw that he had already presented one on this same subject. I said, okay, Pop, I see we're in tune. And that's how the Most High works, family. As the text says, not saying that I'm a prophet, he says he's not a prophet, but the Most High does nothing but first he shows it to his prophets. And in this case, you can say we're just mouthpieces that's just repeating what the prophet said. He's just letting us know that it's now time to speak it. That's what you can call us, mouthpieces, or servants of the Most High. However you want to look at it. But as we said, we're not prophets. We're sons and daughters of the prophets. We'll take that title also. Hallelujah. But you know we have to go back in history with our hard-headed people. Yasharal asked Samuel for a king to lead them in battle, to judge them, and to be like other nations. This is really what they wanted. They wanted to be like them Gentile nations around them that was living it up. See, the Most High knows our hearts, but let's continue. They desired a human leader to unify them and to provide a visible earthly authority figure. And they had one. We'll continue. This request was partly driven by their dissatisfaction in Samuel's sons as judges and a desire for a king who could lead them in warfare. This is what sounds good on paper. This is what sounds good on paper, but the Most High knows the heart. And what they should have did, they should have taken their complaints to Samuel, who would have been forced to take them to Yahuwah, who would have acted. However, Yahuwah always knows how to bring out what's in a man's or people's heart. Hallelujah. Yes, he does. Ask Pharaoh. We know what became of the first king, Saul, who performed exactly as the people wished, and it cost many men their lives in return. He did exactly what they asked for. Exactly. We need a king so we can be like them other folk. And them kings were driven by greed, power, and to please people. And that's what happened to Saul. Up till this day, our leaders who are still in the homeland of Africa, as well as the diaspora, continue this cursed tradition of wanting to be like the other kings of the other nations. Just as Yahuwah snatched the kingdom from Saul, he's snatching the kingdoms and the thrones and these seats of power from our African leaders back in the homeland. Our African leaders, we do mean Yasharal. Yasharal first, and then the surrounding nations. Can't forget about the surrounding nations. Because all the kingdoms of the earth going to come and pay tribute to the Most High. Come and bow down like he said they would. But the puppet leaders of Africa must now be ousted. And a puppet leader is a figurehead leader who appears to hold power but is actually controlled by another entity. I like how I said an entity, Hasatan, like a foreign government, a principality, or a powerful individual, Hasatan. And ousted means driven out or expelled from a position or place. Just like the Most High did Samuel, and went on his way out. He tried to, not Samuel, but Saul. On the way out, he tried to grab Samuel's skirt, his robe, and tore it, or his sleeve and tore it. And Samuel said, just as you have snatched and torn this robe, this is how the Most High is going to remove you from your seat. He's going to tear you from it, oh boy, and place someone else in your seat. In our script, family, we're going back to Ephesians 6 and 12. The Most High has been on me about this script here of late. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. We just spoke of them. They're in the puppet head, meaning a foreign government. Well, it's an entity, a good